thought 2020 was gonna be my year. And Corona said, hold up, wait a minute. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, but I am here in this video to do a life update because so much has changed in my life, like so much. So I just wanted to just do kind of like a relaxing video. We can't go anywhere, we're quarantined, so I'm just gonna be doing my makeup to stay in the house. But before we get started, I do want to say thank you to all the essential workers out there, everybody that's on the front line. I hope you guys are all safe, your family, your friends are safe. The world is going through a lot right now. Everything is different right now, so through all of that, I hope you guys are all safe. And again, thank you to all the essential workers because things have gotten real, okay? First of all, I'm jumping around. If you're new to my channel, welcome, I'm Taylor. I look a mess right now. My face has been breaking out like crazy because of me having that time of the month. And I normally don't break out during that time, but this go around, she had to show me something. She told me to humble myself.
Oh, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
We're just gonna have to deal with that. I have not done my eyebrows, y'all, in a long time. I'm trying to grow them out so they look like caterpillars right now, and they look like bald head caterpillars because for some reason my tail don't grow right here and hair don't like to grow right here. So yeah, I don't know. I want to be a little dramatic right now. I almost died like 30 minutes ago, and this is really a blonde moment, so please spare me in the comments, okay? I didn't got enough backlash from the people I told about this, okay? Well, I have been wanting to take my vitamins more serious now. Like, I'm getting older now, I'm grown. I need to start taking vitamins. And I, for some reason, thought that it was okay for me to take 4 vitamins because I have a probiotic, I have my daily vitamins, and then I have 2 others. I thought it was a good idea for me to take my vitamins before I ate, but hence I was making food while I took them. So, you know, I thought that was a good idea for me to do that, honey. When I tell you not even 10 minutes later, I was laying on the toilet like I was drunk. It was so bad, and I just... So if you didn't know this, which I hope you did because people like me, eat and then take your vitamins, okay? The biggest thing that I think we're going to start talking about, and for some reason, I don't know why I look so washed out. I don't know why I look so washed out. Like, they make me look like I'm Caucasian.
What the fuck did you just call me?
But I'm really not. So, yeah. One of the biggest changes that has happened in my life, y'all, because I get questions all the time on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on there, follow me on there. Because I'm going to take my social media more serious. Like, it's time. But, yeah, when I've gotten questions on my social media asking me about school, am I still in school? And I know y'all know during this time, like, everybody has transferred online or whatever. But this semester, I was online anyways. I went fully online this semester. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you guys why. So, I have gotten the question, am I still a biology major? Am I still in pre-med? All that other stuff. And the answer to that question is now no. I changed my major to public health. And listen, me deciding to change my major, my hair's getting on my nerves. Me deciding to change my major to public health, when I tell you that was one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make for myself because all I knew was biology. And if you didn't know, like I said, if you were new to my channel, I was a biology major. I was a biology major with my concentration being cell and developmental biology, pre-med based, and I wanted to go into pediatrics and, you know, medical school, that whole road. Well, life really, really humbled me, and I went through some personal things and some mental things that I'm going to talk to you guys about in this video. So this is kind of a serious video. If you don't like serious videos, child, exit out. I had to make the decision that, am I happy? And for me, it was always like trying to stick it out. When I was in Atlanta, I loved it. I loved Atlanta. But when I was in Atlanta, it just really wasn't a good place for me. My mom and my family had just moved to California, so I was in Atlanta by myself. But I was in a relationship, and at that time, it wasn't the best. But we're not going to get into anything like that. It just wasn't a good place for me, and I found myself alone. And it was like I just had too much going on. I was having 18 hours. I was heavy into my major as a biology major, and that is when I experienced my first round of having high anxiety. I really had to adjust to my new life here, where I just didn't want to let go of my old life, even though it wasn't good for me. I just didn't want to let it go. Like, all my friends were there. I told you guys I was in a relationship, and I just didn't want to let that part of my life go, even if it wasn't good for me. It was what I knew. It was what I was comfortable with. And you will never grow in a comfortable space. You will never grow when God is trying to show you where you need to be. There's one thing I learned throughout this whole journey is your plan isn't always God's plan, and your way isn't necessarily the right way. And to really find your purpose and find where you're supposed to be, you gotta go through some humbling experiences. And so for me, that was moving to California. And during that time, I ended up getting accepted to California State Fullerton. While I was there, I ended up still having my major as biology, and this is when I declared a concentration in cell and developmental biology. I wasn't used to having to declare concentration because at Clark I was told we had one, but it wasn't a focus. Here in California, the school that I went to, my concentration was a big focus within my major, because you're going to take courses that fulfill your degree as a biologist, as well as concentration in cell and developmental biology. But there were other concentrations as well. But if I was advised, if you were trying to go to the road of medical school and whatever else, cell and developmental was the best bet. So that's why I chose that. But when I chose my concentration, I didn't realize that it was still like a semester worth of courses that needed to be taken. Mind you, I had already moved here, which, you know, when I was at Clark, I was going into my last year. Coming here and declaring concentration pushed me back a year and a half, almost 2 years. So that right there was like devastating, because I did not think that I was gonna not graduate on time. I also didn't think that, like, you know, in my head I was like, okay, I'm going to a new school, I have all of these classes from my old school, but I went to a private school, and then now I'm coming to a public school. Everything is different. Ultimately, I had meltdowns, and I was diagnosed with depression, and that is something that I do not talk about. I don't like to get into that stuff, just for the fact that when you talk about mental health, it's a very touchy subject. For me, I'm not the best person to talk about my feelings. Actually, I suck at talking about my feelings. But there's some people in my life who have helped me with that. My mom being the biggest one. She has helped me with that, because I normally like to suffer in silence. Like, you would never know that I'm suffering in silence. Duh. I just experienced really bad anxiety in school. It got to the point where, I didn't even care like how I went to school. I just stopped caring about my appearance, and I've never been that type of person who just, no. And then I knew something was wrong when my academics started to decline. And from the very first day of me being in school, being a biology major, when I was at Savannah, I was dedicated to my academics. And to see where I had ended up now, it was like, what happened? Like, where did I lose myself at? So, long story short, to sum everything up, I ended up changing my major to public health, because ultimately I just wasn't happy in biology anymore. I found myself on my last leg every day. Like I just hated the learning aspect of it, and that's never been me. And I don't want to be like the type of person who feels like I don't want it bad enough, because personally, this is my personal experience. This is my personal opinion. If you're a STEM major, or if you're in any major that requires a significant amount of discipline, effort, and showing up every day, if you can't do that, and you can let the next person, and you can let the person next to you want it more than you, you need to do some self-evaluation to say, is this what I really want? Is this really where I want to be in my life? And for me, I could say that I didn't want it bad enough. And the moment I could say that and not, feel like a part of me was broken, it was time for me to pack up my things and find something else that I found passion in. Since I changed my major from biology, that was a BS in science. Public health is also a BS in science. It's just more of the general studies of what's going on, which is my concentration. So, for example, the pandemic that's going on right now, this is a public health situation. The general population of healthcare. With this, I think that I have been interested more into epidemiology, so I kind of want to go into more of a study field into that. But as far as pediatrics, that is not off the table. So yeah, I hope that was pretty detailed enough. I know that it's a whole lot. I was supposed to be doing my makeup, but here I am talking. See, that's why I say I'm a good multitasker, but when it comes to doing my makeup, no, I'm not. So yeah, I just gave y'all the whole rundown about me changing my major. I'm now a public health major. My concentration is general studies, and I think my specific field of interest that I'm going to go into is epidemiology. So there we go. The next thing I want to talk about, we're going to talk about that after I do my eyebrows, because I need to have at least something done. It's 17 minutes, and all I have on my face is moisturizer and primer. So first of all, my eyebrows. They look a mess. I told myself I wasn't going to do my eyebrows until I saw my boyfriend. Oh. Well, I guess that's the next topic. We're going to talk about dating. The last video that I posted on my channel about dating, for some reason, some people felt the need to try to challenge my opinion on what I said. Here's the thing. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm a very to each his own person. Just because I like something, I'm not going to make you feel some type of way because you don't feel the same way. If you don't, you don't. Since that video, I did experience the whole dating thing, and I was gonna do a whole video on this, but it was just way too personal because I was dating someone and I really did like him. And honey, it just wasn't anything like I thought. I had never met someone who does everything that you would think that they're ready to be in a committed relationship, but just doesn't say it. Most people, talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. I had somebody walking the walk, but just not talking the talk. All of that stuff taught me just more of, when you date somebody, be sure that you are whole. Let me know if y'all want me to do a girl talk video on dating, because dudes today, honey, no. Just no, okay? But I was really gonna be taking some time off from dating. Like, I told myself, like, a good 6 months without nothing. And when I decided that, a month later, I already knew my boyfriend, but I was reconnected with my boyfriend. And yeah, so hence I'm in a relationship, which is crazy because I didn't go mushy and stuff, but it's just crazy because I would have never thought that we would be the way we are. Like, it's all so cute and stuff, but Yeah, God has a funny way of showing you who your soulmate is. And I saw something the other day where it was like you guys can be soulmates and still not be ready for each other. And I felt that because I met my boyfriend 5 years ago at Savannah State. And oh, it's crazy. But yeah, we are gonna do a story time together when this pandemic is over because we are long distance. Which I would have never thought that I was gonna ever agree to do that ever again. But first of all, I didn't think I was gonna be in a relationship. So everything about it is new, just for me. Still to this day, I'm like, I have a boyfriend. What? Like, it's just shocking to me because I am a relationship person, meaning I can't talk to 4-5 different people at one time. That's just, I'm not a city girl. I'm just not. And I had to come to terms with that. I'm not a city girl. I can't talk to multiple people. You know, I'm a very mental, emotional connection before the physical. Like, that's one thing about me. I cannot fake the funk. Like, I don't know how some of these girls do it where they are only attracted to you because you got money. If I'm not attracted to you, you will know, okay? You will know. If I don't like you, you would know. But so that just solidifies everything. I can't fake the funk to like somebody for what they have. So mental connections are like huge for me. I love someone that I can learn from because I'm a nerd. I am. Ooh. I like stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, like, we were talking the other day and it was just like, I still get butterflies seeing your name on my phone, like when you FaceTime me. And it's been a minute. So it's like, you know, I don't know, I feel like a kid in a candy store. Like, you know, when you go in a candy store, you go in the toy store, and your mama tell you just get whatever. Like, you don't have no budget. That's what I feel like. I feel like I don't have no budget and I'm just cashing out. Just a child. So, yeah, we are long distance. And as soon as this pandemic is over with, I can travel again. And we can go out the country and we can go places. But we can't go nowhere right now. One of the biggest things that I wanted to really enhance and understand within myself is how to communicate with someone, because like I told y'all earlier, I really sometimes struggle with communicating with my emotions and communicating with my feelings. I'd rather not say anything than to really sit up here and go into my feelings, because for some reason every time I talk about stuff, I feel like nobody understands what I'm talking about. And then if I feel like nobody understands what I'm talking about, I'm gonna cry. And I would rather mop the ocean, honey, than let somebody see me cry. No. Like, my sister, for some reason, she thinks I have no emotions, but that's not true. But she likes to tell my mom that I'd rather braid grass than to show that I have a tear coming out my eye. And that's not true. I would just rather cry alone than to let somebody see me cry. Like, no. I have a hard time communicating my emotions. So having someone who helps me do that it's out of this world. It's like another feeling. I'm over here stuttering, like, ew. So yeah, cute, right? But that's new. That's new for real, because last video I uploaded for real talking about a story time was my worst day ever, and now I'm over here like, quarantine, babe. Just without the quarantine, cause I can't see you. But yeah, that's that. Ooh, y'all, how are some of y'all holding up with the gym being closed? How are y'all holding up? You wanna know how I'm holding up? I'm dying, and I can't do this no more. When I tell you that working out at home, honey, it's not for me. I've come into realization with myself. I said, self, do you like to do this? And self said, no, we don't like to do this. One thing about me, if you've been watching my channel, certain videos on my channel about me working out, I gained my weight first. Originally, I gained my weight first, and then I started working out. So technically, I built my body in the gym. I built what I wanted, my legs. I built my little butt in the gym. And now that the gym is closed, I'm left with these 8-pound weights and a yoga mat, because everybody in Walmart and Target decided to buy up all the dumbbells and the free weights. So there's nothing for me to lift other than this case of water in my garage and them 8-pound weights. And I can't do it. I can't. Like, I'm suffering. I was originally lifting, like, don't come for me, but I was lifting 205 on a Smith machine, and that was like my max rep, and I was trying to increase that literally this year. And then Corona came, and she decided to put everything on hold. So now here we are in my garage, and I'm really trying. Like, I think what I'm gonna do, I've been watching Annabelle, which I love her. She's inspiration for me. Like, that's my body goal. But I've been watching her videos, and I watch her videos while I'm sitting in the bed eating, and it just makes me just self-reflect on myself. Like, what happened, girl? Like, what happened to you? Last time I worked out was Monday. Last time I worked out, it was Monday. It's Monday. So yeah, but I have my reasons. When I'm on my thing, I don't work out. Some people do. I choose not to. That's like, that week is my self-care week, where I just suffer in silence and not go work out. So yeah, now that we're fine, I think that I'm actually gonna go into working out again, and I'm gonna try to film me following one of her home workout routines, because I have resistant bands, and I recently just got the big resistant bands, like the long ones. However, I'm not like sure if I'm gaining anything. I don't know. Like, for some reason, I just don't feel like I'm making any progress with anything, and I just can't wait for this all to be over. I know that they said in Georgia some stuff had been lifted, but it's like country clubs and tanning salons are still closed. I'm not going nowhere. So if you know, you know. But yeah, that being said, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing anything like that. But I just want the stuff to all be over. I know y'all do too. It's to the point where school's talking about something, we may be online all the way through the summer and fall. I got clinicals. How am I gonna do that? Even with public health, I still have to interact with people. If I can't interact with people, how am I gonna get my degree? Because I'm ready to go. Like, how? I need to know. So that's a thing. You know, it's always something, you know? If it's not one thing, it's another. And I really thought 2020 was gonna be my year. And Corona said, hold up. Wait a minute.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Yeah, but you know, we're still gonna be positive here. Oh, if y'all noticed, I did not put foundation on my face, because we're being realistic here. This is a realistic get ready with me. I don't put foundation on an everyday basis. I just don't, for the simple fact that concealer does the job for me, and I make sure that my powder is full coverage enough to where I'm okay without foundation. So yeah, just a tip if y'all didn't know. I didn't put foundation on. I used my Fit Me powder, my Fit Me concealer, which I need to go makeup shopping, but we're in a pandemic right now. And I can't roam around Target the way I want to. That's one thing I miss too. I miss roaming around Target. Like, if there is one thing I like to do for fun, other than sleep, it's shop in Target. Roam around Target. You know, you go to Target so Target could tell you what you need. You know, you don't necessarily go to Target with a list of stuff. You go to Walmart for that stuff. You go to Target to get stuff that you really don't need, but you need it. That's why you go to Target. If you didn't know that, now you know that. So, we're going to put this powder on my neck so that I could look like I'm bleeding. Fun fact, someone stole my camera. And it was a sad time because I had a lot going on when people decided to be thieves. And yeah, thank God my sister was there, because if she wasn't, I probably would have went to jail. Because God is still working on me, and I don't like when people try to be funny. And then they were racist too. So all of that stuff, like, I have never really experienced that stuff until that moment. I had the Sony A500, 5100. Y'all know what I mean. I had that camera and it was good, but I knew that I needed to upgrade my quality. But I was gonna do that on my own terms, not because somebody stole it and I had to get a new one because I didn't have one anymore. So yeah, the camera that I think I'm gonna get is the Canon G7X Mark II. But if you've ever seen the price of that camera, it's a price of a car note and a half. At least when I brought my Sony one, I think I got it on sale. But that camera was expensive too. I think that camera was $3 something after tax. This camera is like $6 something. That's really 2 car notes. That's 2 car notes. Hold on. Yeah, that's like 2 car notes and a half. No, ma'am. It's an expensive camera, okay? All that. Let's just say that. Wow. And also in the comments below, because we're almost finished here, I need a new bronzer too, because this looks a little gray. In the comments below, let me know you guys is the type of duration y'all like to watch, because I know that some people are really interested in videos that are, you know, long and detailed, and then other people have short attention spans, and after 5 minutes they're no longer interested. So let me know a preference. Do you guys like short videos? Do y'all like long videos? Or do y'all just like a mixture of videos? Because that is gonna help me know if I'm talking too much and nobody's watching by the end of the video. Oh girl, the spritzer on this. Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
I know you fucking lying.
Ooh, this motherfucker playing with me!
So I had to finish my face off camera because they decided to do yard work and it was continuous. And yeah, no, that was irritating me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the stuff that I talked about. I hope I gave you some viewpoints from my life that you can relate to. And if you have any questions about anything I talked about, let me know in my comment section or just send me a DM. If you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all in my next video.